Well, this is probably a little unusual, but this will be an undercarriage tour of a 1970 Dodge Charger RT. So I'll take you along. I just finished detailing the car for a car show that's coming up, so I figured why not, since it's up on the lift right now, let's just take a look at the undercarriage and yeah, give people a peek at something they don't normally see. Okay, we're under the lift. Okay, we'll start at the rear of the car. So here's the back. Obviously you got your gas tank. These are bright exhaust trumpets. Those are an option on the car, and so the car has those. The car is completely detailed, so the undercarriage, I could eat off it any more than I could off the top of the car. It's pretty clean, pretty fresh. Let's take a look here. So if you can see this, those are markings, factory markings on the back of the rear axle. When you're doing your restoration, some people, like myself, like to put them on there. I don't know if you can see it properly, but there's an F and a B. F means 1970, B means a B body, which would be a Charger. I'm not sure what the X was, but it was there, so I recreated it. This one I put, they look like stock shocks, but they're actually KYB adjustable, three-way adjustable shocks. So for street, mild and racing. So I did that. Oh, let's do this. Here's factory Hemi mufflers. So that's a dual exhaust with an H pipe. These are the exact reproductions of a Hemi exhaust. I like the sound, but they're a little quiet. It's still muscle car sounding, but once I'm finished doing a few shows, I'm going to replace these with some louder mufflers, something that's got more of a straight through design and more horsepower. So let's just turn around here. I hope you can see all this. So here's the rear axle. We got the factory markings on the rear axle. What they did is they put color coding on the bottom. This signifies a 391 gear ratio sure grip. There's an inspection mark, orange, on the plug for inserting the fluid, and that says that this axle needs and has sure grip additive, which is sure grip is Chrysler's version of I guess what other people call posi traction. So, and then up here we've got where is it here? Okay, this is the tag that tells you what gears are in there. So it says 391. You probably can't read it, but it's there. And then up here, it's got a sure grip tag bolted on as well. And that again just confirms that the axle is a sure grip, which means both tires will turn and push the car forward, unlike most cars where it's just a single tire. Over here, I've recreated the axle stamp. It's probably hard to see, but this one says 058. That's something the factory used to identify which axles to put on which cars. So that signifies that this is a 8 3/4 axle for a B body, and it has 391 sure grip differential. So they just grab the right axle assembly based on the build sheet and slap it on the car. So that's all been recreated. Let's see what we got here. We got the emergency brake cables. One thing I actually neglected to show you earlier here. Let's just go back. On Hemi cars and 446 pack cars, Chrysler sometimes put on what's known as torque boxes. They're reinforcements to tighten up the frame to handle the horsepower. So this car actually didn't come with those because it was originally a 444 barrel car. But since the factory did use them from time to time, I put them on. So that includes 6 pieces. There's a triangular piece here that sort of reinforces this rear spring perch. There's another one on the other side as well. And then about midway through the car, there's the first of the 4 torque boxes. So this torque box is normally not on a car unless it's a high torque, high horsepower Hemi 446 pack. Since I made my car into a 446 pack, I had these installed. Really what it does is it tightens up the frame, so the frame's here, tightens up the body and makes it a lot stiffer. And of course there's one on the other side as well. Get a little sunshine in there. So you can see the bottom of the car, it's pretty clean. Bolts hold the seat, and they're yellow cad finish, which is correct. And then let's turn around here, and you can see the torsion bar. So Chrysler's had torsion bar suspension. This is the rear torsion bar holder, so the torsion bar goes in there, it's held in with a clip. Torsion bar goes all the way down. Now I've upgraded my torsion bars. The factory RT bars were 0.92 inches, and mine I've upgraded to 0.96 to stiffen it up and give a better ride, better handling car. Let's move up here. Now this is my drip tray trough, so I'm going to have to move this. So it's going to be noisy. Sometimes I get hit in the head. Move that back. And so then you can see the torsion bars right there and there. They run all the way up. The torsion bars have stripes coated on them that tell the factory line workers what type of bar it is, what thickness it is, and that's how they determine what to put on the car. And you'll also see on, here's the front suspension, on all the appropriate points, there's an inspection paint daubs, so it's where they inspected. The inspector would come down along the assembly line and use a paintbrush and just paint it, saying yes, it's got a cotter pin, the nut is secure, and it's it's passing safety. Same thing for these inspection marks here. Inspection mark on the power steering pump, power steering assembly, and again over on this side as well. So, and this is the underside of a 446 pack. Not quite so glamorous. Yeah, what am I looking for here? Anything else that's interesting? This is factory sway bar. So I was thinking of putting on a bigger sway bar, but on these big block Dodges they have on the K-frame from 1970, they have a skid shield. So fitting something between the K-member and the skid shield is a challenge. So I stayed with the stock sway bar, even though if I could get a little bit larger, it's again stiffen up the suspension and make it a little bit better handling. And this is the front. There you see the radiator and the front valance. And that is about it. So that is a quick little tour of the underside of a 1970 Dodge Charger 446 pack. Okay, and as always, have a nice day.